Coming up, a car accident on Inner Perimeter Road claims the life of a Valdosta driver.
And another Valdosta resident received serious injuries after rear-ending a tractor trailer.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Zakira McKnight.
And I'm Taylor Morrell. A Valdosta man has been killed after his car overturned near the city limits on Sunday. According to Georgia State Patrol, the man was killed early Sunday in a wreck on Inner Perimeter Road. Troopers say a green Chrysler 300 driven by Erika Andre Henderson, 49, of Valdosta, was traveling on South Inner Perimeter Road attempting to negotiate a curve. The vehicle reportedly traveled off the shoulder of the roadway and began to overturn several times after striking a culvert. Henderson was reportedly wearing his seatbelt but was partially ejected and pronounced dead on the scene. Troopers suspect the incident may be due to alcohol consumption and driving at excessive speed.
Last Thursday, the driver of a truck rear-ended and stopped tractor trailer while attempting to download music on his phone. The accident happened between the intersection of Clay Road and East Hill Avenue. The truck driver, who was not wearing a seatbelt, received serious injuries and was transported to the South Georgia Medical Center.
Fire officials have reported for the second time in a week a fire was caused by unattended food on a stove. Fire units were dispatched to an apartment fire Sunday afternoon at 2517 Forest Wood Drive around 2:30. Fire units arrived on the scene to find moderate smoke coming from one of the structures. 25% of the apartment was reportedly severely damaged, with smoke and heat causing $18,000 worth of damages. No other apartment units in the complex were affected by the fire. 3 people were displaced from homes and were assisted by the Red Cross.
Gas prices continue to rise, both in Valdosta and across the U.S. According to the price tracking website Gas Buddy, the lowest price of a gallon of gas reported Sunday in the Valdosta area was $1.55, 11 cents higher than the previous week. Data from Gas Buddy shows that 61 retailers in the Valdosta area is offering gas for less than $2 a gallon. Sunday, down from 66 this week before. Nationally, the average price of gasoline was $1.81 a gallon, up 6 cents from the previous Sunday, or according to the AAA Daily Fuel Gauge Report.
Not all police officers wear uniforms and not all work 9-to-5 shifts. News Valdosta reporter Wesley Hester has a story about a unique unit in the Valdosta Police Department.
The Valdosta City Police Department has aided the city several times over and received the recognition for it. However, one unit in the department has rarely received that much recognition at all, and that is the K-9 unit.
In 2009, there were budget cuts for all of Georgia's K-9 units. While the budget since then has gone back to normal, it shows how the K-9 unit is looked at more as a separate unit rather than as part of a department. This is extremely troubling, as the K-9 unit is active in a 24-hour rotation and is in need of proper expenses.
The K-9s, we have 4 shifts. We have a K-9 officer on each shift. We also have the training coordinator who works the day shift, so when anything happens during the daytime hours, he's also on call to go out with the K-9. We also have an explosive K-9 that works, obviously, whenever we have calls of potential bomb threats. That K-9 goes out. So we have a K-9 on duty 24 hours a day.
In fact, the K-9 unit only received 3 more dogs late last year in order to fill the 24 hours. Before, the K-9 unit had to do their job while knowing they could not work 24 hours. The reason is because of the cost of training is extremely high and extremely difficult for any dog, as not every dog will do the same thing.
They're generally used for detection, narcotics detection and explosives detection, which Valdosta Police Department has both. And we also use the patrol part of the dog for criminal apprehension, for fleeing felons, things like tracking for fleeing felons, missing persons, missing children.
Whether the K-9 unit receives the recognition it deserves is a mystery. However, the K-9 unit will continue to aid the citizens in Valdosta regardless. This is Wesley Hester from News Valdosta.
VSU student Melanie Thomas has spoken out about last Tuesday's Donald Trump rally at Valdosta State University. Thomas was one of about 30 students dressed in black and forced to leave the Trump rally. She says the group of students was escorted out by the Secret Service because they were using profanity, but nothing happened. No one was arrested, no one was mistreated. Everyone was respectful. Some of the students who were booted from last Monday's rally met with a state senator Wednesday, and the American Civil Liberties Union says it's looking into possible lawsuits. When we return, the Valdosta Board of Education schedules a public hearing for input into a new strategic plan.
We'll have this story and more, so don't go away.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Danse, balance-lui la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The Valdosta Board of Education is planning to make a few changes to the local school system. The City of Board of Education, while holding a public hearing on the proposed strategic waiver school system application. The application is a petition to create a strategic waiver school system to provide more flexibility in our local schools. The public hearing is to explain just exactly what that might mean at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, March 22nd at Pine Val Elementary School located at 930 Lake Park Road.
Georgia Military College Prep School Literary Team has won the area literary competition for the 5th consecutive year. The competition was held at the First Baptist Church in Milledgeville. The GMC team defeated the rival schools and accumulated one of the highest scores ever in the area competition. The team will move on to the state championship set for next Saturday, March 12th at the Wesleyan College.
Health officials will stop paying Medicare and Medicaid payments to Aidville Healthcare and Rehab in Jeffersonville after it reportedly failed to address failures in their organization. Although cutting federal funding for nursing homes is rare, all of these patients must be removed by April 1st. New Beginnings Care filed for bankruptcy in January and operates this nursing home and 5 other nursing homes in Georgia. The nursing home in Jefferson reported had 5 toilets malfunction and failed to provide a safe environment for residents.
Interested in getting your GED but don't know where to start? The Valdosta Lowndes County Library can help you out. Figuring out how to study for such an important exam can be confusing and a little overwhelming. An instructor for the Wiregrass Technical College will help patrons prepare for the GED exam every Tuesday and Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30. You can ask for more details at the reference desk.
The Valdosta Lowndes County Parks and Recreation Authority hosted the 2016 Special Olympics last Thursday. 308 teachers and special needs students came out to participate. More than 120 volunteers from 5 countries also joined the students and teachers assisting in athletic events such as softball and track and field. Members of the Valdosta Fire Department, City Council member Vivian Miller-Kobe, and members of the fraternity Omega Psi Phi Incorporated grilled food for the event as well.
Big changes are happening for the Valdosta Lowndes County Library. With planning and construction underway, it should have its new location completed and ready for patrons in 2017. News Valdosta reporter Hunter Howell has more on the story.
Late last year, the South Georgia Medical Center agreed to buy the Valdosta Lowndes County Library and its property. The acquisition was made to benefit both parties and their goals for the future. With planning underway, they've created a survey so that you can tell them what you'd like to see at the new location.
Some of the challenges we are facing here at our current location include the library is landlocked, as you can see. There's no room for expansion. So most of the time when we are overcapacitated, like in the summertime, we don't have enough room for all our library users.
It's going to have a different accommodation for the computers. You know, the people we're going to set up more technology in the whole building.
Given the challenges that the library faces, they hope that this move will not only allow for the expansion of their technology and their services, but also benefit their patrons in the community of Valdosta. I'm Hunter Howell with News Valdosta.
More than 100 middle school girls came out to embrace their uniqueness at the annual Sister to Sister Summit this past Saturday. The American Association of University Women hosted the event, choosing unique as this year's theme. Each year, AAUW hosts a summit to empower 6th, 7th, and 8th grade girls by encouraging diversity in higher education. The event was held at the Valdosta State Education Center.
The Valdosta State University Campus Wellness Committee will host Health Mythbusters from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. today in the University Center Magnolia Room. This event is free and open to the public. Health Mythbusters will consist of an interactive panel discussion that will seek to debunk common health and wellness myths. Attendees may register by contacting VSU's Office of Employee and Organizational Development.
It's time for another short break, and then we'll be back with the local weather from Kendrick King.
So stay with us. Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now it's time to check into our local news weather with Kendrick King.
Thanks, ladies. Today we are expecting partly cloudy skies in the area. The high will be at 78 degrees with no chance of rain. It will also get a little windy, but the breeze should feel real nice in this sunny weather we're having. Tonight, the temperature will drop down to 51 degrees, meaning it will get cooler as the night progresses. So don't get too comfortable and let the cold weather sneak up on you tonight. There will be no chance of rain with mostly clear skies all night. So if you're going outside tonight, make sure you're dressed in warm clothing. Tomorrow, we're expecting a warmer day with a high of 82 degrees. There will be no chance of rain. There will be clear skies throughout the day, and it will be windy as well, so hopefully we'll bring in a cool breeze on the sunny day. If you have comfortable clothing, now's the time to start wearing them. The UV index for today is a 7 on a 10-point scale, meaning the sun will be out, so be sure to apply sunscreen of at least SPF 15 to protect your skin from any hazardous radiation. The pollen count is at a high today in the local area, so if you have allergies, be sure to take any allergy medicines before you go outside. Try to make sure to keep your eyes, mouth, and nose covered in some way to protect you from the pollen. The pollen is coming from many trees in the local area, such as alder, juniper, and elm. Well, that's all I have for the weather today. Let's head back to the ladies at the news desk.
Thanks, Kendrick. Coming up, we'll take a look at the latest in local sports.
So stay with us.
without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back.
Now it's time to catch up with sports anchor Jarrell Wynn for the latest sports report. Jarrell?
The Valdosta High School tennis Cats will play tomorrow night at Lee County High School from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Also, the baseball team will play against Lee County High School from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The weather will be fantastic, so if you're free tomorrow night, go out and cheer on Valdosta High School. In other tennis action, the Valdosta State's men's team started the Gulf South Conference with a 5-0 wins over Lee and Short on Saturday. Valdosta State is still 5th in the South Regional rankings and has improved to 6-2. With a doubleheader sweep, they have a good start for a 2-0 record. Leo Bay and Xavier Pine deserve some recognition as they work together for an 8-1 win over Lee University. The next heated match is against Columbus State in Columbus, Georgia on Wednesday at 2 p.m. It's not looking so hot for the Lowndes Vikings baseball team. On last Friday, Lee County Trojans hit it out the park against our host Lowndes Vikings with an 8-1 score. This Tuesday will be a rivalry game against the Valdosta Wildcats. The Vikings stand at 3-5 record for the season. Congratulations to Thomas McKeer. He has earned his 500th win as Valdosta State softball head coach with the first game of a doubleheader win over West Alabama on Saturday. VSU scored at least 1 run or more for 10 of the 12 innings on Saturday. McKeer has the title of the most wins for active coach in the Division II level, with a .787 victory percentage. His impressive record currently stands at 501 wins, 1 tie game, and 135 losses. Blake Justice has earned first-team All-Gulf South Conference honors due to his on-court performance in his senior year. Justice led the Blazers offense and is ranked 8th in the league with an average of 15.6 points per game. He became the 22nd player in VSU basketball to pass the 1,000-point mark. Justice finished the regular season 146 of 327 from the field, and his efforts helped Valdosta State return to a postseason this year. That's all I have today for sports. Now let's go back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jarrell. Coming up next, find out how your kid can get in the swing of Easter with a special culinary class.
We'll have all this and more, so don't go away.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
Turner Center for the Arts has a super sweet arts and craft class planned for Valdosta youngest residents. The center has a fun arts and crafts activity for kids just ahead of the Easter holiday. The center will be hosting a sugared egg culinary class for children ages 8 to 12, where they'll get to make decorative eggs out of sugar. The class will take place on Saturday, March 19th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and costs $20 to register. There is limited space available, so call the Turner Center for the Arts and reserve your spot.
The 16th annual Azalea Festival will take place this Saturday and Sunday. It is anticipated that this year's event will be the biggest yet, as 25,000 people are expected to attend. The festival will include around 160 arts and crafts vendors, a food court, and 6 stage areas for entertainment. Guests can also participate in the 5K race, 1-mile fun run, and enjoy a kid zone full of activities. On Sunday, the classic car and motorcycle show will take place, as well as a canine frisbee show and much more. The festival begins at 10 a.m. each day, but will end at 6 p.m. on Saturday and 5 p.m. on Sunday. Admission is free, so come out and enjoy the festival.
I'm Zakir McKnight. Thanks for watching our program.
And I'm Taylor Morrell. Join us again tomorrow for more News Valdosta, and have a great day.